Hello! Happy Sunday! Happy 12 noon. What what if Jerry would do a YouTube live? Uh-oh, I have to turn my volume down because I'm duplicating myself. Oh, sorry about that, everybody. I forgot to turn YouTube off. My apologies. What if, as I was saying, I would do a YouTube live without a steering wheel? What if I could actually have notes, stick to the notes, pen in hand, able to take down questions, comments, things that stuck? What if? Now, I understand that there's a derogatory connotation about the term, and I'm going to spell it Nooner, meaning 12 noon, this time of day. As a matter of fact, the time it is right now. When I put that into text and type that into the tube, I get kicked out. If I see it as an administrator on some channels, it will be flagged. So there is a derogatory connotation about that term. Now, I consider the time of day, noon, how I can relate to it growing up in southeastern Wisconsin as the hottest time of the day, as in temperature. In the summertime, that was when the sun was right above us, super hot, best time, I would think, when I got the baby oil out and I got in the backyard and I baked myself laying down in the sun. Laying out, we used to call it back in the day. Let me check out who's all in the chat room, chat box, and say hello to everybody before I can continue on. Who was the first one in there? My Lakeside Plants. Hello, Jerry. Well, hello. I think you are new to the community. I've seen you on a couple of chats, so welcome and thanks for coming on. And look, there's Amy. Amy, I figured it out. I figured out how to make you an administrator. Hence the shield, you'll see. I did that yesterday, putzing and playing around with Facebook. I'm not the best person when it comes to the technology. And of course, I don't want to keep leaning on you all the time and asking Amy all the questions. Hello, Granny Boo. Welcome, and I'm glad that you hopped on to be with us. Thank you so much for coming on. Hello, John. Hi, thanks for coming on. I appreciate you being here as well. There's Amy again. Amy, what you want to do? There's another one of my administrators, Lynn. Now, I see Amy is showing that she's a member of my community, as is John, because of the green color. And that's something that I just put in. But I don't understand the concept of the different tiers. And I felt compelled, pressured by YouTube to put the 5 different stages, 5 different levels. So I am appreciative of you guys joining here. I don't know why, Amy, it doesn't have a wrench like it does for Lynn, though. I'll figure that out. Hello. Hi, Leanne. How are you? Welcome to the chat. This is Leanne, everybody. This is your first chat here. That's right. Amy says, hi, Leanne. Everybody say hello to everybody. Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome to the chat. Welcome here to the channel. Everybody continue to I'm here for you, Jerry. Well, thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. I appreciate you so much, especially realizing that Carnivore School is happening right now live. Don't all go rush over there to go to go. Oh, I have to go there. But as I had set this up, usually with a steering wheel in my hand going to work because I used to start at 1 o'clock. There's my friend Anna. Hello, Jerry, and all having what you had last night. Oh, good. Steak and shrimp scampi. That's what I'm having again for dinner. It was so stinking good. The only thing I didn't picture was I had some leftover, a tablespoon, I think, of Parmesan cheese that I sprinkled on top of the shrimp. So good. Ribeye and shrimp. It is a rare treat. Okay, let me continue on with my notes. I had to do a deep condition of my hair because it's been a self care week for me being on vacation. I went onto a lot of live streams this week. I did a lot of things. I had, check this out, gel polish put on. I've never had gel manicure ever put on in my life. Got the toes done. I'm completely set. So let me continue on with the notes I have for today's 12 noon live. What if that we had the realization in our lives that something out there is out there and it's different than what we're used to? Now, for those of you that know, I have taken the Kilts Mighty Network coaching course. And slowly but surely, I am doing coaching for people. I have just picked up a new couple, and I have a new lady that I'm actually seeing from afar. The couple that I have, as you guys know, I prefer like real estate, the belly to belly, the one-on-one, the let me see you in person. So this internet person that I'm seeing, we're actually doing video conferencing. So it's exciting to me. But she's my first video conferencing client. So I'm super excited about that. I like the fact that, in my opinion, I had a light bulb moment. I had to understand that there was something else out there in my life, something else that I didn't know about because I accepted the status quo of America. I accepted going to the grocery store with my sales flyer in hand and visiting all the aisles, spending a lot of time usually trying to get all the sales. Now I spend the time, if I dare go in the middle of a store, reading the labels, reading all the ingredients, reading added sugars. I know what sugar is. I know where the baking aisle is. I make things that are of the standard American diet because I have a husband that eats the standard American diet. And that's a battle that you can't change. And I dare not go there. If you know, you know. Hey, that's the first time I'm saying that today so far. So understand that I do see you on the YouTube, and I see you, I value you like I value people that want me to be able to coach them. But I don't want to baffle people with BS. I don't want to come at people with a dictionary of terms and logic and this is the medical reason. No, people come to me because they see something in me. They see something that they have heard. Maybe they're watching my old, ridiculously poorly edited videos, if I have to say so myself, where I'm saying this out of respect and I'm saying this to speak about myself, they're seeing the fat Jerry. They're seeing the Jerry that used to wear a 5XL, and now they're seeing me come to Milwaukee as a extra large person in my extra large t-shirts that are a little bit kind of baggy, and they're going, wait a minute, what happened to that realtor that used to huff and puff, literally smoking, physically huffing and puffing, going upstairs, or telling clients, why don't you guys go upstairs and look at the bedrooms? I'll just stay here for a while. Because I was too fat, my words, myself, to be able to go up and down those stairs myself. Yeah. I recall when Jack was very heavy. Heavier. If you saw the latest video, not the latest video, it was an old video of us, maybe 2 years now. I think it's a 2-year-old video where Jack and I are sitting outside. It looks like it's green screen, but we're actually out on the deck. And both Jack and I are fatty McFatnesses. But I recalled the time that Jack was even fatter when we lived in Milwaukee. And he had mentioned something to the effect of, I want to go to see our primary care physician and talk about having the surgery, stomach stapling, resection, whatever the latest medical term is that is being used. Some of you may have had the surgeries yourself. I was on board with it. I was, okay, Jack, go ahead. Yeah, the same lady that was shopping in the middle of the stores and still continuing to make Jack pancakes. Thank God he did not go through with it. Jack is the type of person for the quick fix. Doctor, it hurts when I do this. I say, well, then stop doing this. The doctor will say, I'll give you a pill to help you. And the pain when you do this to ease the pain. I want to be the lifeline for people. I'm referring back to my notes again. I apologize. Free. What exactly is free? YouTube is free, right? I mean, for me, I get YouTube Premium because I don't want to do the commercials. I don't want to go through, I just want to listen to the creators and nix the commercials. But I was, and Jack was the type of person, we would sit down and watch our free television, NBC, let's say, the Biggest Loser channel or television show with Jillian Michaels and Bob. It was free TV. We enjoyed the show. We enjoyed the entertainment value of the show. So I sat down in the kitchen. Okay, it's going to start now. It's almost 7:00. Getting Jack a big pizza and getting myself all situated with the meat, the vegetable, the salad, the bread, and of course, desserts for us after we were done eating all the things. That was free. It was free for who? At what price? What did it cost me? It cost me gaining weight. It cost Jack gaining weight. Yeah, he was rocking a size 48 in the waist. Let me take a brief moment out and see more of the chatters and being able to address you all before I continue on. We're all saying hello to everybody. Where did I finish up? I'm here for you, Jerry. Yep, thank you so much. That's Anna. That's right. Anna was talking about what she was eating. There's Ricky. Hey, Ricky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Thanks for coming on there, Rickster. Hi, Smoothie. Hello, Smoothie saying hi, Jerry and all. And everybody, please say hello to everybody. Here we go. Uh-oh. Look who's there. There's Cass. Cass's new name is Rapunzel's Mountain Cottage. Cass, I apologize. I did not see you in Dustin's live today. I did not know that you changed your channel. Now I see your because I'm on my laptop downstairs. So as opposed to the cell phone, which I can't see because of my 65-year-old eyeballs. Now I see your lovely face. What if? That's the topic today. Let's all say hello to Cass. Hi, hi, hi. 5X to extra large. Right on, Jerry. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. And they actually do sell 5 extra large pantyhose, too. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Okay, we've reached the bottom of the chat. Remember, everybody, I have Lynn as the last chatter. Hey, there's Spanky. Now I've got Spanky on as the last chatter. Everybody say hello to Spanky, and I'm going to continue on. So, free isn't necessarily free, or it wasn't free. It cost me a lot of money in the grocery store buying all of the coupon items. It cost me a lot of time spent away from my house in the shopping, and a lot of time it cost me in the prep time. And now I use a fraction of that time. An air fryer, such a beautiful thing, I'm telling you. I like to do YouTube. I look at it as though, to me, it's my hobby. It's my enjoyment. I enjoyed the time I spend with you, not only here in my chat, but in other people's chats. I like to follow. I like to say hello. I like to giggle and tee-hee and do sidebar comments. I love all the things, sharing it with you. I love the unity. I am doing coaching. I really want to retire. I really, really want to retire. I just don't know when the time is right. I've been praying about it. I've been thinking about it. I'm working on that. I have other financial responsibilities. I can't not pay them. But I did that to myself in all the frivolous spending, all the clothes in all the sizes, and keeping all the clothes in all the sizes. I spoke with a friend just last week, as a matter of fact, on a chat, and it said that I plan on sending her some of my clothes. If she can benefit from it, good for her. There's some clothes, however, and one in particular that I looked at that had a cigarette burn. It's a little hole, and I'm going to wear it tomorrow. Not that you guys should look at me at my video, on my live video, but it has a burn there. And I recalled the cigarettes and all the money and the sickness just doing this, smoking, doing this gesture. Dirty, germy hands up to the lips, touching the cigarette butt, flicking it, all the things. Thank goodness my friend Cindy taught me about vitamin C and zinc, especially during these months, to be able to stave off any illnesses. So insofar as supplements is concerned, yeah, I'm taking those. But thank God for Cindy telling me about that. Now, to me, I think once summertime kicks, vitamin D, etc., the sun comes out, it's a beautiful thing. People become less and less sick. But I have to wash my hands all the time. I work in a dirty environment. The parts that I touch, things fall on the floor. It is what it is. I just am grateful that I'm no longer doing this smoking business anymore. Very grateful for that. Time and money, saving money. I wrote a little note about our kids, for example, our kids want, as their children under age 18, they want, gimme, 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 they constantly want. You remember the story I told you about my son in downtown Milwaukee that made a big whoop-de-doo in college, saying he demanded this, that, and the other, and the open checkbook continue. There comes a time that parents sometimes need to break the plate. They're welcome to come back and sit at the table with us. But the money train, sometimes you got to cut it off. It's called tough love. So free. The kids want the freedom and all the free stuff and all the big presents underneath that tree, don't they, at Christmas time? They're welcome to come back home. Your plate's broken. Now it's mom and dad's turn to take care of ourselves in our older years. I don't mind giving people a hand up. And as you know, said in real estate and say today, I have 10 fingers. My intention is to only do 10 clients. I'm not going to go on YouTube and do for lack of a better term, I'm doing air quotes right now, Kelly Hogan type of teaching. I'm not going to do it. I prefer belly to belly. I'm doing this one person face to face on an app. I don't know if we're doing it on WhatsApp. I can't remember the app because I'm not that. I don't have the Amy technology brain. So I'm trying this as a new thing. Anything after 10 will fall out of my hands. So I had 5 buyers and 5 sellers. I plan on having 10 people and not to exceed, and there's going to be a waiting list. Right now, one of my hands are filled. The other hand's empty. I have room for 5 more. That's my success, to be able to give people a hand up, some help. I forgot who said this expression or where I heard it. I just heard it this weekend, as a matter of fact. I want to help drowning people. I don't necessarily want to help you when you're drowning. Let me point this way. Help you when you're drowning in the deep water. I want to help you on the beach. I want to help you before you get into the water, because down in the deep water, there's a whole lot of stuff that can happen. Oops-a-daisy moment. I've been in the deep water. I lost 163 pounds in the deep water. No one saved me. My husband didn't tell me, hey, Jerry, you know what? It looks like you're putting a little something around the waist. You're getting bigger and bigger. No, because people are afraid to tell people the truth. That's why I can say about myself, because I'm not offending myself. I'm speaking the truth about me. I say, Jerry, you were fat. I cannot tell a client or a customer, Billy Bob, you are fat. Mary Lou, you are fat. You can't do that to people. They have a mirror. I have a mirror. I know better now. When I know better, I do better. I want to meet you at the beach. Let's go into the water together. I have 2 hands to help you. If it ever gets down to the point where you're drowning, I want to help you. I still do. But I don't want you to be like me. The first time, that was a mistake. 163 pounds. I put it back on again. That was a mistake. I know better. Therefore, I want to do better. I want to be able to help you, whoever you are, at whatever stage you're in. I said it during a live today, as a matter of fact. I can call myself a carnivore. I can call myself meat-based. I can even go so far as saying Maybe I'm bordering on keto because I have a pickle, because I have the occasional sauerkraut, I have a olive, I might even have a martini. But I realize I'm going to have one martini because my fat burning, the alcohol burns off first. I learned that from the coaching. I can have the martini. If I have two, that affects me mentally, makes me a little loopy, if you will. It stops my fat burning. It may be detrimental for me because now I'm hungry. So I'm sitting at the bar drinking my martini, and there's the bowl of pretzels or peanuts or popcorn. And now I'm noshing because it's there and it's just an obnoxious pastime just for me to grab, reach, eat, continue on. Let me grab some of the chat because I know I ended up at Spanky. Spanky was there. There's where I ended up. And here's Sharon. I didn't recognize the Rapunzel either. See, we did not. Then it's name association. For me, it is. The picture, I realize, lovely. This, like Sharon, lovely, lovely pictures. I, on the device, I can't see so good. I was still on the Farm Mom and the Ketovore mountain change. Right, right. Me too. But the beautifulness of Cass remains. Beautifulness, is that a word? Hi, Spanky. Hi, Sharon. You have 5 clients? Way to go. Yes, yes, I do. 5 right now. Oh, I was on the subject of free. Okay, now we got to remember, Amy was the last one. Sorry, Amy, I'm going to hide you. What you see here, I think I'm pointing right, or maybe I should be pointing this way. Just Jerry, that's my license plate, my Wisconsin license plate. If you saw that little video short that I had with my license plate and then the one that had bacon, I was saying, is that Amy? Amy Davis? Parked right next to me in the handicap spot. That's my license plate. That's the only person you're going to deal with. It's just me. I don't have a team. I don't have anybody that does administrative anything. I'm an administrative computer illiterate. I don't have flashy things. I used to have a real estate website. As a matter of fact, I was looking into the future thinking, okay, I'm going to retire at 65 from real estate. So I paid for my website and the email and everything right up to my birthday last week. That's no longer. My website used to be, actually the word was spelled out Justgeri. That's my business now. What's missing out of this name? What's missing? The only thing missing out of the name is you, as in you, YOU. Except in this case, the U is in Just Jerry. That's the name of my business. That's who you're going to deal with. Just me. Just me. And it's not for free. Coaching is not for free. We as coaches, we want to be able to help everybody. And yes, we would want to do it free. That's why we're doing it on YouTube, right? That's why we're doing YouTube. YouTube is a free platform. So was NBC and The Biggest Loser. How many big people were created, like Jack and myself, were created because of The Biggest Loser? And who really was the loser? Is this correct? Or is this correct? I think this is right. Loser. Who was the biggest loser? Yeah. That's as though I just want to try it. People will say, when you go to Costco, good example, walking down all the aisles, they are there with the samples so that you can try things. Here, try this piece of chocolate. To that I say, to myself, not being disrespectful, I know what chocolate tastes like. I remember what chocolate tastes like. Once you get me hooked and I have that chocolate, I'm going to continue on the rest of the store, knowing that the manufacturer or purveyor of chocolates, the chocolatier, has sugar in there. Duh, Jerry. It's not 100% cacao. You're not chewing on a cacao bean from a tree. It's sugar. It's the ingredients. It's the flavor people that put in the ingredients to make you want to buy more and more and more and more and more. I am not a food scientist. These are the things that I learned on this free website called YouTube. What I learn, what I do, is because I haven't tried it. You only live once, right? YOLO. You only live once. If you know, you know. Experience it. It's a new flavor. It's a new flavor of chocolate, Jerry. Just try it. Just try it one time. I know what chocolate tastes like. What did our grandparents and parents talk about back in the day? A moment on the lips, forever on the hips. I've been to parties. I know what cocaine looks like. I've seen what cocaine does to people. Do you think I want to try cocaine? Oh, come on, Jerry. Aren't you being a bit extreme? You're talking about a little baby sample piece of chocolate, for Pete's sake. And now you twisted it around to cocaine? Yeah. To me, Jerry, I look at the chocolate and that's my hook. That's the thing I must avoid, because I will be buying that big bag of chocolates and I will say, I'm going to eat the whole thing. And then I'm going to eat the croissants. And then I'm going to eat that loaf of sourdough bread and the lasagna with the noodles, and on and on and on. Craziness, just craziness. I can't do that. So, yeah, I may be a little bit of drama. I also, we were talking about the fact that I still have the sauerkraut and the pickles. I enjoy it as a dessert, maybe. If I'm going to have the fatty effects of a pork roast that's been slow cooking in the house for 12 hours, it's fatty, it's unctuous, it's delicious. I'm going to cut it with a pickle or put sauerkraut on there to cut it because it's a ferment. I love the taste of it. I love the fact that it's a tartness and it complements the pork, but in little bits. I'm not going to have any Lane from Seinfeld Big A salad anymore. Glyphosate bowl. I'm not going to do it. I got so used to the standard American diet. I got used to everything and eating everything, buying the Cheez Its on a weekly basis because I was used to it. Gotta go down that aisle. Oh, guess what? They have a new cracker, a new flavor of Cheez Its. So not only was I hooked on the original, I was hooked on the low sodium because they ran out of the original, the nacho cheese flavor, the extra large Cheez Its. Now they make those. So now you can really fill your face with the extra large ones. I was used to all of them like I was the rice cakes, because back in the day, I would take rice cakes because they said they were low fat. They were good for me. Spread them with peanut butter. Oh, wait a minute. Peanuts are bad for you. You should be having almonds. Wait a minute. Eating almonds, that's a nut. Now my fingers aren't working because they inflamed me. That's me. I, getting a new person, a new coaching client, for example, cannot say to them what they need to do. You must do this, you must do that. You have to buy every supplement under the sun, and you must watch all of these different YouTube channels. You must do that. I can't do that. Nor can I tell them, you know what? You can't have that Elaine Big A salad anymore. I can't tell them. I have to say, you show me what you're eating. Tell me what you're eating. I want to be able to see it. Therefore, I want to be able to walk with you down memory lane, menu lane, let's call it menu lane of what you ate. Ask you, okay, you ate this, you pictured that, for example, and yet you're saying to me, then you had pork rinds afterwards. The reason I'm bringing this up is somebody had brought that up to me from a YouTube channel that I was on. I ate my dinner, and then on the YouTube channel, I was eating pork rinds and butter. Maybe I even had bacon, or was that a different live? Perhaps it was. Nevertheless, visually, people are watching you. And unless you take that picture or log down your food in a book, some people are good with logging. I am good with my logging electronically. Believe it or not, I like to do my logging on Chronometer. Some people call it chronometer. It's Chronometer. I like to do that because I need to look back and see whatever. However, if I'm on vacation, perhaps common sense may come into play. Maybe I'm going to say, you know what? I'm not going to spend those 10 minutes doing Chronometer and doing all the logging. My dryer, sorry. I'm just going to remember to only eat steak or meat cookies, burgers, whatever the case may be, and stick to it. My logic, Jerry's logic, is every time anything gets eaten, it's a meal. So the meal that I had was a real meal off of camera. The second meal that I had was while I was on a live on camera, eating pork rinds. I was shoving food in my face, dipping them in sour cream that I did on my Chronometer, weighed them out. Please, the general serving sizes of bags of pork rinds, I don't go by them. I look for the pork rinds that are fried in their own fat, in their own lard, etc., similar to cooking bacon in a dehydrator. I just turned Gary No Slow onto that fact to make bacon in a dehydrator. Once you've done that, you will not go back to any other way. Well, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people. Mitch brought that up, as a matter of fact, this week. He cooks his bacon on the stove. It does splatter. It does all of that stuff. And then he'll cook his eggs in the bacon fat. I get it. I like it. It works for me. I do that with dog food. Yes, I've said it before. I eat dog food. Ground beef and the fat that it's cooked in. And then I put eggs in there and mix it all around. I don't remove the grease from the protein bowl. And sometimes it's with cheese, very sparingly. But I know what cheese can do to me. Cheese can put 2 pounds of water weight inflammation on me, make the joints stiff, tender, etc. So I don't dare go there with too much cheese. Been there, done that. I think, as a matter of fact, this past week, I don't even think I ate a quarter of a pound of. I don't think I did. I did have some cheese. I did have some cream, but not in exorbitant amounts. So I look at things now that I looked at before as, oh, c'est la vie. I was just so used to it. Now I look at it as though a Cheez-It is poison to me. But if I have a client that's saying, Jerry, I'm hooked on Cheez-Its, how can I do that? They might not want to hear militant Jerry saying, well, you just got to throw everything out in your refrigerator, do this, that, and the other, or donate it to a food pantry, or give it to your neighbor. You need to just completely stop. They may not want to hear that. They may want an alternative. They may want me to tell them, you know what? Sargento has American real cheese. Read the label. Ladies and gentlemen, when you go to the store, the cheese aisle, the plastic cheese, read that ingredient. Pick up Sargento real American cheese made in Wisconsin. Read those ingredients. There's no suspect ingredients in the Sargento cheese, and you're getting the benefit of real American cheese. This last week, I think I told you guys, I think I even showed it as a matter of fact on a live. I ate the free McDonald's burgers because of the points that they put the lettuce in to make it look all cutesy and the pickle and tomato. Their cheese, they changed the recipe. First off, it's dirty. It's dirty cheese. I'm not going to deny that. And Carnivorous Chef, he talks about it being trash cheese. That's what he calls it. It looks different. It just looks plastic. It looks fake. Whereas the Sargento cheese I made Jack an omelet with today, it wasn't white, but it was still orange. It did not look like that almost neon-y, it's not even a word either, orange color that was the Sargento American cheese was. So maybe I need to tell the up and coming clients, grab a Sargento cheese, cut it up in little Cheez-It cubes, put it on parchment paper, put it in your oven, put it in your dehydrator, put it in your microwave, crisp it up. Now you have carnivore or real Cheez-It, sprinkle it with salt. Another lesson I learned in this week I spoke about was testing myself to see if I was getting enough salt. The reason I did that is I had to recall back how when I was logging and looking at my food and wondering why, Jerry, 8 months, why are you not losing weight and you're eating carnivore? Well, when I started eating carnivore, I overate meat, and you can't overeat meat. Not to the point of it being deadly. I did not eat at a sitting 10 pounds of beef. I did do 3/4 of the Rick Rodriguez burger challenge. However, that I did do. That was my wall. My first mistake was was not using the right beef like Gary and Aaron. They used a higher fat content. I was using the dog food beef that I buy at Costco. The beef that's 91%. Not enough fat in it. I probably could have done better on that challenge, but I was the hostess. I wasn't competing against myself. Speaking of challenges, the challenges are always right in front of us every day. It was talked about at one of the lives today about sugar in everything, sugar in the grocery store, all over, the hidden sugars. I'm talking about pasta. I'm talking about the carb aspect, not necessarily the white substance, the crystallized substance. So my N=1 realization this week was, how can I up my salt? I upped my salt to just over 3 teaspoons a day. I don't have any leg cramps at all. My body needs more salt. I think I was doing, well, not think, I know I was doing 2 teaspoons of salt a day as as my regimen. Now I'm up to just over 3.25 teaspoons of salt. I know, I measured it. Let me see who is on the chat that we can say hello to. Oh, lots of talking. My apologies. Okay, I finished with Amy. Hey, we have a new chatter here. Hi, Sophia Daisy May. Hello, new here. I love your thumbnail. Your video popped up in my feed. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're here. Meet my friend, Lynn. Lynn is saying hello. Hello, Sophia. My apologies for not keeping up on the chat, you guys. I need to do better with that. I need to be more like Rick and Sydney. And Sophia Daisy May is saying, it's good to meet you too, Lynn. Yeah, we should eat to live and not live to eat. Balance. True. Sauerkraut is so good for us. So are pickles, if they've got the live cultures in them. Yes. This past summer, my sister made my grandmother's pickles. Sophia, so good. She bought the organic pickle, the cucumber, the pickle, and did the brine and everything, just like my grandma used to make. Phenomenal. Lynn is welcoming you to my channel. Thank you so much, Lynn. And Sophia is saying, thank you, Lynn. There's Michael. Michael is my YouTube coach. Michael should be getting the jerky that I sent him tomorrow. We'll be eating jerky tomorrow. Lynn, good to see ya. It's always good to see Michael. Yes, you're right. If we stick to the basics of what God put on the earth, fruits, veggies, proper protein sources, when you can find them. Absolutely. As I was speaking of keto diet, that's how I started. I started with two keto dudes, Dr. Jason Fung. He's known for specialty fasting, of course. Dr. Fung is the fasting doctor. The 2 keto dudes, they're still around, but they're no longer on their channel as they were back in the day. And of course, Butter Bob, who is back to us again. As a matter of fact, Butter Bob is going live today at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think 7 o'clock Eastern. So I'm going to have Amy rolling. Amy's got an interview going, and I'm going to have Butter Bob going at the same time. And I'm going to go to both of those because I'm Amy's moderator. I got to be there. Yeah, all this stuff is crazy on how certain things are pushed on us. Right. Everybody, try this. You must try that. You really have to. It is just crazy, Sophia. Real butter is so good for us in proper amounts. I had, I know I did 3 tablespoons that I brought with me, frozen butter. And I ate that at one of the lives. I love Sargento cheese. Exactly, Sophia. Sharon is saying, I just make it a practice to buy raw milk cheese. I've done that too at Festival Foods, the store in Eau Claire that we have. But most cheese is better than sad foods. Sharon, if I may ask and be so bold, please, if you can, please comment and let us know in the comments the place that you purchase your food from, your raw milk and your raw, because I saw you on a different chat and you had mentioned the name of this, I think it was Amish farm. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. Where you purchase as opposed to Miller's Bio Farm, which is advertised on on YouTube by a lot of influencers. apparently my understanding is Miller's Biofarm is this expensive, and Sharon's place that she goes to now and purchases is this expensive. So please, as I get to the end, I'm going to remember that and write down the name of that farm. So thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate it. Think of how many years they told us no salt. I love the pink Himalayan salt. I want to get some Celtic salt. I've heard good things about Celtic salt too. I have the pink Himalayan salt because of the rocks are no longer sold by Redmond's Real Salt. They don't sell the rocks anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why. Sophia asked, how has the FDA allowed all of this for such a long time? I have that in my notes too. Why has so many things been allowed? Hidden sugar is everywhere, Sophia. True that. I have heard that we can put a pinch of salt in our water to help us absorb the salt better. Absolutely. I've been doing that. Even in my even in my coffee. I'll put salt in. They say salt takes the bitterness away from coffee. I've never noticed bitterness in coffee, but you are absolutely correct. Let me take a sip, put myself on mute so you don't hear slurpy slurp. There we go. You didn't hear the slurp and the gulp. There's Amy Butterbob, but I can't change my time. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I am your moderator. I am there for you. He's going to be running at the same time. So I know you can't change your time. And as a matter of fact, you were there before Butter Bob was. So for me, this is my personal stance. I did not know about Barbara back in the day. I was doing a 10 o'clock live, or after work, I'd come home from work and I would do a live because I was thinking all of my friends are doing all these lives during the day. I can't step on people, et cetera, et cetera. Now look at the weekends. The weekends are jammed with lives. So many lives, so many. That once I found out about Barbara's channel, my channel live, Jerry After Dark, that went by the wayside because I love Barbara. I feel compelled to not step on her. But my noon lives, they are what they are. They were that way with the steering wheel, Monday through Friday. I continued them on the weekends. I enjoy, if I can't make the lives, I enjoy watching the replays. I hear you. Okay, good. Sharon has got the comment. Oh, no. Grab my pen. Look, I'm so prepared. I dropped my pen. I don't know where it is. Dutch Meadow Farms. Everybody write that down. Dutch Meadow, Meadows farm in Pennsylvania. Speaking of Pennsylvania, a sidebar has nothing to do with keto, carnivore, nor coaching. How's your weather right now, folks? Speaking of weather, look who's here. Speaking of East Coasters, woo, Tanya, the kitchen witch, the angel kitchen witch, my friend. Hello. Hi, beautiful Jerry Maven. Meet Maven, thanks to Amy. Yeah, Amy Davis. What? Okay, Amy saying here, I changed my time for Dustin and Chris cooking Nashville, and now I can't go earlier or later. Too many of my friends go live at that time. Right, exactly. I hear you. I feel you. Absolutely. So I look at it for the carnivore, no, Sunday school, they call it, with George and the gang on the Sunday school. I will catch that on the replay and give them the time credit and watch it and glean and learn from them later on. Amy, 100%. Plus, my coaching clients are through the week. Exactly. Exactly. That's one reason for me. Another reason, good reason why I definitely need to be retiring. Amy, I am in your group. Amy, I am in your group. There we go. There's your statement. Hi, Tanya, says Lynn. Hi, Tanya. Okay, where were we? Some of the challenges. I took little notes down. I just wrote one-liners of things that I was thinking about. Some of the challenges that I want people to think about. You don't necessarily have to put them in the comments, but you can if you want to. What are some of the challenges that we, in this way of eating, be it keto, be it carnivore, maybe you're a vegetarian out there. What are some of your challenges that are right in front of us every day? To me, my challenge is my husband. I can't change that challenge. I can't kick him to the curb. I can't also not eat what I make for him. That's a challenge. I can cook it, I can touch it, I can shop for it, I can touch the pizza dough and make him pizza all the time. That's what he's having for dinner today. As a matter of fact, leftovers. But I cannot participate nor partake in it. That's my challenge. On the horizon, what's on the horizon? What is in my future? What do I see as a coach that I have to look ahead and think about and talk to my customers and clients about? What's on your horizon, new customer? What do you expect, new client, this coaching to do for you? Do you just expect to write a check to me and pay me for time that I'm spending with you every week? Is that what you expect? Because I will tell you that, quite frankly, you're wasting your money. It's a tough pill to swallow, knowing how many people like me are lonely and they eat because they're lonely. Here's a statistic. Found this out too. 83% of adult men do not have friends. You know what I blame for that? I blame this. Is this right? Can you see this? Is that a big C? Can you look up against my blue? Maybe this. Is that a C? This is what I blame. The C word for it. You know what I mean, Spanky. You know what I mean. I blame that. That put people into solitary confinement. Stay in your houses. Don't go and visit people. Here we go. Here's a visual. Put this on your face and now try to talk to people. Now, when I'm talking to you, can you see my eyes? Can you see my rage, my tone and inflection? No. I had to really yell through that paper towel. That isolated us. We don't find a lot of men that really do have long-standing friends. I bring up my husband, for example, again. Many of his friends have already died. Another true statistic is 51%, they say, of truck drivers that retire only live 18 months before they permanently, I did the air quotes, retire from life. That's big. That's a big number. Look at what they eat. They sit on their padonk-to-donk all day with a steering wheel in the hand. And Jack would have 4 packs of cigarettes, one in his breast pocket, a lighter in the other hand, steering wheel going down the road. Cigarette after 4 packs a day. Coughing, poor health, high blood pressure, all the things. Remember, he says I'm a crappy cook because right now I am slowly but surely changing his diet. And I will not make him an almond crust pizza. That's not going to happen. I might spring a meat crust pizza on him maybe someday, but he know the difference. So yeah, I made him a real dough crust. Oh boy. Oh boy. So if you are eating because you're lonely or bored or you're alone, all your kids have left the house, all your friends have died, or in our case, all of our friends are from southeastern Wisconsin, and we don't have many friends in northwestern Wisconsin. It's mainly because of me and my lack of trust of people. I didn't pursue my real estate career up here because I didn't want to sell farms. That's just me. I value life. I now value health. I value supporting people, whether I'm going to support you in your channel and watching you on your channel. I value friendships. I think a lot of the friendships, not I think, I know a lot of the friendships that I have gained from YouTube, I know will be my friends for years and years and years to come. And when I finally do meet these people face to face, eyeballs to eyeballs, there's not going to be any handshaking. There's going to be a whole lot of hugging and bonding and friendships for sure. So, do we have all the solutions when we have the realization of, uh-oh, what now? What's the name? What's this? Let me get my cell phone here. What is the chat? What is the topic of the day? What if? What if what? What if we try something different? What if at breakfast you don't make that toast or that croissant or eat that donut? What if I moved to northwestern Wisconsin in the middle of the woods and I don't pass 7 Starbucks where all the mocha latte frappes, all the things were that I used to buy and spend money and money, constantly shelling out money, not to mention calories, sugar, hidden sugars. Hidden sugars are actually real sugar. Ingredients, please shush. What's an ingredient? Who's going to read that label? Stop it. Now, that's all I want to do. I want to eat things that don't have ingredients. I want to pick up a meat package that says USDA beef. Okay, good. I want to be able to prepare for the things that are not yet seen. And I want to do that with clients and get that mindset and that mentality. Prepare yourself, Jerry. I'm referring to me again in the third person. Jerry, prepare your 365-pound person for the person that you're going to be, the girl in Wonderland. And if you don't know what Wonderland, it means 100 pounds, anything 100 pounds. When you see that one on the scale, when I saw 363, was that scale even right? Really, was it? I know that the scales at my job are correct. So I know that when I got my big body on those factory scales that go out for perfect shipping to the exact ounce, when that read 363 pounds, it freaked the daylights out of me. How do you think I felt sitting at work having a heart attack? Literally, heart attack, and saying, I cannot do anything about it. I felt chained to my job and not say anything for fear I was going to lose my job. I don't know what the future is going to bring. I don't know, pardon me with all the hair, I apologize. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I know where I'm ultimately going to go. That I know. I know that I'm going to see a croissant later today because I made them for Jack. I know I'm not going to eat them. That I know. The chat's moving. The chat is moving and grooving. I have to talk to you in the chat, everybody, because I'm going too fast. I'm talking and I'm not chatting. Oh boy, you guys are really talking. Oh, I'm really slacking. Oh, okay, Amy's was there. Coaching clients, good. Amy, I'm in your group. Lynn was saying hello to Tanya the kitchen, and Tanya's giving us a weather report now. Just a wintry mix of rain and snow, not laying yet here in Pennsylvania. Ooh, and Sharon's another one. Sharon, 18 inches expected. I believe Thomas may be in a hot spot with upwards of 24 inches in New Jersey. Oh, my Lanta. Who took my other post down? I don't know. Spanky, I did not. I'm on my laptop right now, so I'm not a moderator. I don't know who took it down. I didn't see it. On my laptop, nothing gets flagged. Uh-oh. I didn't see it. I don't know who did it. I'm really seriously blaming YouTube for a lot of things because I'll put comments and posts down myself and poof, YouTube gets rid of them. They take them away from me. I'm blaming YouTube because I know Lynn would not. I know Lynn would not because she doesn't roll like that. Lynn's a straight shooter. Love me some Lynn. Thank you, Spanky. Ditto, Amy. I eat because it's yummy, said Spanky. Spanky and his spandex. I have a lot of friends. I am glad to call you my friend, Spanky. I have to adjust myself just because sitting, and getting myself situated. Hi, Tanya. Thanks to golf. Oh, of course you do because of golf. Well, certainly. Listen, me and golf, it's a realtor thing. You have to take clients out on the course. I get it. A lot of the people were like, Jerry, you're eye candy. You just drive the cart. Just sit in the cart. We'll do the golfing and get the contracts ready and we'll sign it. And I would say to them, press hard. You are making 5 copies. One for you, one for me, one for my office, one for your attorney, and one for the circular shredder. Amy, I missed you, girl. Sophia says my mother passed away from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and emphysema. So sad. Oh, no doubt. Very sad. From smoking. I begged her when I was little to stop smoking. Now, Sophia, you don't know me yet, but I told that story about my mother at her funeral who had colon cancer. That's cancer. No one understands, I don't think, until you're struck with cancer. And according to my mother, she felt like she was burning from the inside out because of cancer. Cancer is a wicked sun on a beach. Just wicked. So at her funeral, all of us kids, her children, are outside smoking away, eating all the things. I am just a fun guy to be with friends. I am just a fun guy, not a mushroom, to be friends with, I guess. I think you are a fun guy. I do. I think so too. Sophia, be safe through meeting people like that. There's Bonbon. Hello, Bonbon. Hi, and all in the chat. Hello. There's the John. Hello, John. I think people are all coming. The Sunday school must be over. Yay, here's Sharon again. I've mentioned it before during lockdown. We lost quite a lot of residents, not with but I'm sure from isolation from loved ones, even activities were one-on-one in the room. Breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. Old people died by themselves. Everybody saying hello to everyone. Eggs and cottage cheese for breakfast. Yay! I have cottage cheese in my refrigerator. I have not touched it. I bought it this past week from Costco to eat it next week at work because it's a quick source of protein and I can put it in here's butter, which is not frozen anymore. I can put in the little lock and lock, oh boy, and take that to work to have fast snacks like I do the beef sticks from Costco. If everybody else is suffering in their minds, I had the 3 o'clock crash. Well, nobody should have a 3 o'clock crash on second shift because we start at 2. So the crashes usually happen at 5 o'clock at my job. People run to the vending machines. They need their Snickers. They remember when Snickers used to have their slogan was, as opposed to writing the Snickers down, they would write dopey, tired, sleepy, all the things that would trigger people. Oh, I guess I am tired. I guess I am sleepy. Let's pick up a Snickers and just perk right up, or that energy drink. And no wonder people were having heart attacks. Yes, indeed. In the nursing home, right? Hi, John. We love John. John is wonderful. Bonbon, hi. Good day. Bonbon, wonderful. Now, Sophia is saying to Sharon here, I have heard horror stories of what happened to the elderly during that. Absolutely. John is saying hello to Bonbon and Lynn. Spanky again? Gary, were your ears burning? We were talking about you and the bacon, that I have turned you into a consumer of the dehydrated bacon. There's no going back for this girl. Microwave bacon? Please. The husband likes microwave bacon. I love the fatty unctuousness. So I turned on Gary over here, this one or this way, to eating dehydrated bacon. This is the trick, in my opinion. Started at night, 9 o'clock at night. Your house smells like bacon all night. When you wake up in the morning, 175 degrees for 8 hours. That's me, what I do, because I like it to snap. Gary did the thick cut bacon, 175 degrees for 6 hours. And his was more pliable, chewy, if you will. I like the snap. So there's your free recipe of the day, courtesy of Jerry on the channel. Gary, long time no talk. LOL. You guys might have been chatting. You guys might, for sure, Sharon. You guys might have been chatting at Sunday school. Aren't you supposed to be in Sunday school to learn things? It's not a religious thing. Hi, Jerry. I got home from church in time to watch your live. Hey, Kelly, I'll be tuning into you at 3 o'clock Central today, too. Got it already planned. Lynn saying hello to you. Sharon saying to Sophia, heartbreaking. We did the best we could. It just wasn't enough. Yes, indeed. I'm so glad that everybody likes everybody here, and the greetings abound all the time. We have 5 inches so far. Indiana? What? I didn't think you guys were supposed to get it. But remember, Amy said that it started snowing in October. So you guys just haven't even stopped, have you? It was a Butter Bob post. Oh, okay. Got it. For me, stress is the biggest thing that will bring me close to eating off of plan, like the beef tallow fries at work. For those of you that don't know, if you didn't figure it out, Tanya the Kitchen Witch is a chef extraordinaire. And she, at her establishment, has gotten her restaurant to put beef tallow in the fryer. Small victories. We're celebrating small victories. I even make those for Jack, Tanya. You knew that. Beef tallow, put his potatoes in, but I don't eat any of his fries anymore. For me, YouTube has its eye on Spanky. Uh-oh. Not good. I don't know. I'm telling you, I just don't know. High Plains Camper. Hi, High Plains. Welcome to the chat. Hey, no slow, says John. Lynn saying, hi, High Plains Camper. Sorry for the sing-songy. Hello, Jerry, Jiffy, Rick, TBA, Smoothie, Amy, Rockin' Coach Amy, that is Lynn, Cass, Sharon, Spanky, Sophia, Daisy, May, Michael, and Tanya. Whew, that was a mouthful. Low carb, though, mouthful. Hey, there's Donna. Hi, Donna. Welcome to Donna and Brian Dish. Smoothie says, how you doing, Brian? How you doing? Jiffy, Anna's here. Anna. Kelly, I believe YouTube is doing taking things for things we've been saying in the past, like sharing our journey on carnivore and taking the next steps to continue our health. Stating there are violations. Roll. Kelly, I know you're right, because was it yesterday? Correct me if I'm wrong, Kelly. Was it yesterday on Mitch's show? Somebody was taken down or violated because they said the acronym OMAD. And I think they shut their channel down. That's scandalous, isn't it, folks? Yikes. Ooh. More hellos. Hello, everybody. I'm just highlighting everybody so that you can all get on the screen saying hello to everybody. Here comes Spanky again. My one big fear is a lot of my golf friends and other friends older than me, it seems 1 or 2 a year pass away. It's kind of heartbreaking. I cherish all my friendships and I appreciate you all. As we do you, Spanky. You're a fun guy, not a mushroom, but a fun person to see on the chat. I appreciate your humor, and I think I mentioned it before, as a matter of fact. I think because of your police background, your NCB2 background, that you guys have great comedic presence. You really do. You're great in the chats. You're great in articulating when you're on camera in a chat. You're funny. You're funny chatting, talking with us. You are a fun guy. Absolutely. Donna saying hi. Jerry, you've mentioned Butcher Box before. Do you recommend them? And do you have a subscription? I do. I do recommend them. I do have a subscription. And I can give you some savings. I can give you a coupon. I don't advertise for it, but John, I can send you savings on how you can get it. I do recommend them. I've recommended them before, but I don't advertise it. So I can email that link to you to give you some savings. Thank you for asking, by the way. Okay, Smoothie saying lake effect snow every weekend so far. I know we had that in Milwaukee County as well. Kelly saying he's excited to slow down, Jerry. He's excited for his live today. Great things to share on my next steps of the carnivore journey. Hooray! I am looking forward to that. Absolutely. Brian, wow. Hey, Fairbrook Studio. Hi, how are you? Welcome. I see you on Tuber Chat all the time. Thank you and welcome to my live. Gary saying, apparently, eating nutritionally dense food once a day is a disorder of sorts. Got it, YouTube. Ting. Seriously. But, the mukbang videos, it's my understanding, I think they're still popular. Not with me. With the tube, they gather quite the audience, is my understanding. Okay, Mike Ground Beef Chief, has a great video. He was sharing on the next step, his next step to losing weight, and his video got taken down. What? For violation promoting eating disorder, and it was not he was sharing. Okay, sorry about that, Kelly. Sorry, it's my old eyes. Kelly, I'm 65 years old. Give this old woman a break. It was not what he was going to do. There you go. For me, generally speaking, that way of eating is best for me. Everything that goes into this soup cooler, every time something goes into the soup cooler is a meal for me. So I personally, Jerry, I no longer snack. So if I'm going to have the meat sticks at work, that's going to be a meal. I'll consider that to be a complete meal and I'll log it. I know what's on the horizon of what's to come. I know that where I came from, and I know where I want to go. Is it going to be the Mayo charts of 170 or 175 pounds? I don't know. I don't know what the future is going to hold. I just know that I know better. And I personally want to be able to share my journey with people and come to them on their level and take them where they want to go, giving them my experiences. Now, if they say, for example, they have an allergy, Jerry, I'm allergic to pickles. Well, if you're allergic to pickles, you can't eat it. So I can't tell you pickles is a part of my journey. And no, that's just insanity right now. I'd be spewing to a potential client or a customer. It's all baby steps. The faster that I learned, the better I became with my way of eating. I just didn't understand that eating more food was going to make me lose weight, eating more fat, because I grew up in the 70s. My mentality was low fat everything. Low fat everything. Eat the rice cakes. If it says low fat snack, well, have the whole box because it's good for you. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Okay, John's leaving. Take care, everybody. I need to get going. I've got a lot of editing to do before I can get a new video out, hopefully tonight or tomorrow. We are looking forward to it. And those of you that are brand new to this channel, look John up. John, if you're still on, put a link, please, because you're a moderator. You're a wrench. Put a link to your channel So people that are new, especially here, can go on your channel and see your videos and see your songs. They're spectacular. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I hope you're still here. Bye, John. Oh, Lynn's still here. Lynn, if you can, please, Lynn, please put John's link if he's already left. Please put it down if you have a moment. Donna is saying that she added cheese back last week and now she's taking it back out. See how we all have to do our own thing. Trial and error, as I call it, n equals 1. Try the pickle. Okay, the pickle was good. The pickle didn't affect me adversely. Now maybe I should try the sauerkraut. Read the sauerkraut, because some sauerkrauts actually do have sugar in the ingredients. Believe it. I've read it. They're not as clean as you would think. Now, Bubby's, is it my Bubba? Bubby's Bubba? Good. John's still here. Good. That's supposed to be a good channel. Oh, Barbara, thank you so much. There's John's channel. Thank you, Barbara, and welcome to the chat. Barbara's a wrench as well. Yay! Thank you, Barbara. For those of you that are new to the channel, please go on to John's channel, subscribe, ring the bell, get all the notifications. Also, if I never learned this, how to do Nightbot, maybe I can add a Nightbot where all the messages just sporadically come on the screen. At night, earlier in this video, I was talking about Barbara right down below, Grandma's Crochet Corner with a K. Her channel, fabulous. Was it Saturday, Barbara, or Friday night? Friday night. It was our jammy party. We had a record 8.5 hour live. Who does that? We do. Barbara's channel is a welcome, safe place for everybody to come and talk. You can talk if you're lonely on the holidays. Barbara's channel is constantly rolling. If you want to listen before you go to bed, listen to Barbara's channel as you're falling asleep. It's a safe place to talk, to have familiarity with people, bonding, friendships. That's where we hang out with Spanky at night too. Great place. There we go. Bubby's sauerkraut. That's a good one. Question is, did the pickle tickle my fancy? I love pickles and cheese. Pickle, yum. Just yum. Milwaukee's pickles are my favorite, mainly because that was the pickle that I grew up with as a child. Not discounting my grandmother's pickle, but Milwaukee pickles are right up there in taste and quality, like my grandma's pickles that were made in a crock. So good. I'm surprised Mary Jo, my sister, isn't on here. There we go. John's got a link here. Check that link. Check it. Now, if you check it, if you go on. Ooh, look at this. Okay, I'm going to do this for kicks and giggles. Hopefully it'll work. I'm going to click on the link that Barbara had. Click on that link. And that takes you to John's channel. This is John's channel. So as I was referring to, do the subscription and ring the little bell so you can get all of his updates every time a new video hits. The reason I'm saying this is I had to actually show this to somebody. So now I can show it to everybody. Not that you guys are not talented, because you all are talented here. I was talking to a person that's not quite as savvy. They're underneath me, but I'm pretty close to not being very savvy. So here, John's got a link here he has. I'm going to click on there. Here we go. Look at this. John has this one. This video, Brought Back. I can't read back. Brought Back to Breath. Breathe. Dedicated to John. There we go. There's a song there from that John has on his channel. And right now we have 14 thumbs on the 15th one, hitting all the comments. 4 weeks ago, this had hit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This was the song about you. It's about you. It was 4 weeks ago. Check it out. Brought back. I'm going to get rid of this. Make this sideways for those of you to see. I have it under captions right now. Thank you. Thank you to Barbara and thank you to John. Bubby's does a nice fermented pickle as well. Yes, you are correct. Even if you are 65 years old now. Barbara, my older sister from another mister. Barbara is 65 years old, just like me. Written by Barbara. Correct. Barbara did the lyrics. John did the video. So good. Well, right now it is 1:30. I'm going to hop off because I have a couple of little piddly housekeeping things to do in my house. I'll be on Kelly's Live. I have a client call at 4 o'clock after Kelly's Live. I have to make the husband some leftover pizza. Be on Amy's channel. Amy's on at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, having Butter Bob in the background. There's a lot of stuff to do. I love Sundays. Plus, while I'm doing my house stuff, I've got my, as you guys know, OSHA approved hearing device to listen to what I missed earlier. I think Kelly's Pizza has a video, so that's on there. That's one I got to be able to probably watch because it's pizza. Thank you all for coming on. Barbara's laughing. LOL. Barbara's laughing. Bye, everybody, said Spanky. Be well and be safe. Cheers. Bye, Spanky. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much to Lynn, to Barbara for coming in clutch, as the kids are saying nowadays. Or they were saying that 10 years ago, maybe. Group hugs. Hang on, group hugs. Ugh. Cheers. Bye, everybody. Thank you for all attending. Eat meat, says Brian. Eat meat. And to that, I say, toodles, everybody. I'll see you in the streams later. Be good. Toodles.